Habit number 3, intermittent fasting. Now, habit number 1 was hydration, so I'm taking it your whole very up and level now with your hydration. Habit number 2 was earthing. I give a good explanation on that. You all know about it, and you can get deep diving into the earthing. So your hydration sorted, you know about earthing, and now we're into habit 3, intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting is abstaining from food for a number of hours. You can still drink water and black tea or black coffee, you know, because milk is actually a food if you put milk in, you know, for hydration, but it's abstaining from food. Now, why intermittent fasting? Because fasting over 12 hours, that's 12 hours without food. So that would be typically 8 p.m. on an evening till 8 a.m. the next morning. That's 12 hours overnight. So most of it's done overnight. So after 12 hours, so if you went till 8:15, say 8:15, you've gone 12 hours 15 minutes. Now that 15 minutes is into the improvement of fat oxidation and fat burning. Right? You got it? Fat oxidation and fat burning. So that's immediately after 12 hours. Now, it's proven fasting gives you more energy. So your energy levels are going to go up after that 12 hours. And that's because adrenaline, an hormone, adrenaline, what you've heard about, adrenaline, that comes into play when you're fasting, making you feel more energetic and give you higher energy levels. You'd think the opposite, but actually you get more energy when you're fasting. And it is proven beyond all doubt to make your immune system stronger. So your immunity gets strengthened. There's many published articles about that, medical articles, proving so. And another great point is appetite regulation, because your hunger hormone is ghrelin, and then you've got leptin, your satisfied hormone. So you've got these two hormones. Now, fasting balances them there together, which makes you feel good. You don't feel hungry, you don't feel cravings, you don't feel any of them, because all that is balanced in sync. Again, from fasting. Number 5, it puts you into autophagy. I'm going to explain autophagy in a short while. So number 5, you're gone into autophagy there. And number 6, it is good for your heart health. It's very good. Why? Because it improves many blood lipid markers. So your markers, blood lipid markers, are getting improved, which is in turn improved heart health through fasting. Yeah, so that sorry, that were my some neighbours, yeah. So anyway, and number 7, longevity, which proven that fasting on a regular basis will lead to a longer life. It's been proven many times over, and fasting's mentioned in every religious text. No matter what religion you are from, you will hear fasting mentioned. That's how old and how long it's been going. You know, thousands of years people have been fasting. It's not something brand new, this intermittent fasting. We've been, you know, so now I'm going to get back to autophagy. After 12 hours fasting, your body goes into a state of autophagy. Now, what is autophagy? Now, autophagy is some cells in your body cleaning out dead cells and dying cells. It's a self-cleaning system what gets activated with fasting. Imagine an army of cleaners going through your body, and especially your brain, because it's very good for brain health. So all dead cells, all dying cells are all swept away and cleaned, put into your bloodstream and excreted when you're fasting. This is autophagy. It's a very interesting subject. You can dive deeper into autophagy and have a look at that. But that's a basic explanation. It's some cells what move about in your body, cleaning out the dead cells and the dying cells and making it cleaner, especially in your brain. That's why it's so good for brain health. Now, how to do it? Now, you could start right down at the bottom doing a 12-12. That would mean 12-hour eating window and then a 12-hour fasting window. So that would typically be eating between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the day, then abstaining from food from 7 p.m. till the next morning at 7 a.m. a 12-12. Then you could work up to a 14-10. So you'd be fasting for 14 hours and have your eating window for 10 hours. Then you could build up to a 16-8. So your eating window, typically 8 hours. And then your 16 hours fasting. This takes some time, so don't rush into it. Start the 12-12 and get comfortable with that first. Then venture out to the 14-10. Then 16-8. Then if you get really adventurous, 18-6. 18 hours fasting, 6 hour eating window. Now, I've done all them. I've done a 1 day fast, a 3 day fast, a 5 day fast, and a 7 day fast. But don't go beyond what I mentioned earlier, the 18-6 to the 1 day or further than that without good medical advice. And also contact me. And if you ever want to go for a 1 day fast or beyond that, I will do it with you personally. And it don't matter how many there are of you, I love fasting and I would come along on the journey because I can offer advice out during that journey. Yeah? Because I've been to 7 days and my next fast is going to be 10 days. So I'm going for a 10-day fast in the next couple of months. But it's took a long time to get there, you know. So carefully, steadily, start at the bottom end, what I've mentioned there. Now, you know, and also, what a great thing when you're fasting, how can I put it? You are sleeping most of it. So if you get a good 8 hours sleep, that's 8 hours fasting. That's why they call it breakfast. Breaking fast. That's the word breakfast, see? Break fast. That's where it comes from. So you're sleeping most of your fast, which is easy. And it stops you snacking, because once you get, hey, I eat 1 meal a day, that's it. So any advice, always been on the same for years. Wow, Lynn. My word. Oh, yeah. 1 meal, OMD, yeah. A lot of X3ers with the X3, Dr. John Vanquish, he's got a product called X3. A lot of the X3ers, which I'm in his group, do that 1 meal a day, Lynn. Yeah, I know about that. I'm aware of it. Anyway, I'll get back to where I was. So, yeah, just you go slowly into it. And you don't have to do it 7 days a week. Just do it 5 days a week if you so choose. Have the weekend off. Or if you don't fancy a day, just drop out for a day and then get back in. You don't always have to hammer it hard. Because I often do a 16-8, then I do a 14-10. I might do a 12-12 if we're eating out. And then I'll get back up to 16, then 14. I move it around non-stop all the time. So my body don't get used to this sort of thing. So, yeah, because you eat different calories every day and you have different steps every day. So you wouldn't want to, like, stick to rigidly to anything. So, and your body will think, right, yeah, do this. It wouldn't get stayed and stuck in one channel. Because I did that for years. I did 16-8, then I got out of it. Because I got too used to it. So I went back to 14-10, then to 16-8, then to 12 and so forth. So don't get stuck in one rut with it. Now books, a good book, The Longevity Diet by Dr. Volter, with a V-A-L-T-E-R, Dr. Volter Longo. He's an expert on fasting. Now, in his book, there were a marvellous story. It was actually in Times of London on 22nd of April 2015, this story, and about a lady called Jenny Russell. And the headline in the newspaper was, "Fasting transformed me after medicine failed." Listen to that. Fasting transformed me after medicine failed. That were Jenny Russell's story. It's in Dr. Volter Longo's book. It blew my socks clean off when I read it. You know, and other books, you know, The Obesity Code by Jason Fung, and Complete Guide to Fasting by Jason Fung as well, and Jimmy Moore. There's two books there. Complete Guide to Fasting, Jason Fung and Jimmy Moore, and Obesity Code, Jason Fung. Both great books about fasting. You know, I've read all these books, so I know they're great. I can give them both, all of them, 5 stars. So that's it on intermittent fasting. It's proven to have marvellous health benefits. I've gone through some earlier. It's got more. In our product, it goes deep diving into it. I've told you enough to let you know how good it is, but we dive even deeper into it, you know. So that's the third habit, a powerful habit. Add it to your hydration, your earthing, and you're well on your way now. Absolutely well on your way. And join me tomorrow for habit 4 at 7 p.m. I can't wait to see you. Goodbye for now.